the United States Marine Corps. A 55-53 lead for the Heat. At halftime, aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Everything we've learned making tires for superior performance inspires what we roll into yours. Goodyear, more driven. Marv Albert along with the czar, Mike Fratello. Craig Sager working the sidelines, checking out the stat sheet. Kind of a low-key first half for LeBron James. Dwayne Wade looking to set things up, although Wade did not shoot well. Bosh did. Chris Bosh, 16 points. The high point man of the game, Kobe Bryant, with 17. And Kobe showing his entire repertoire.
Well, it started from the beginning when Kobe got his first shot, first look at the basket. You saw his determination to get this team off to a good start, hitting the jumper +1, getting behind the three-point line, and then his ability in the open court to finish on the break. He started out 4 for 4. At the other end, Bosh determined to get down low and establish a low post game. He did it against Odom, and then against Gasol, he shows his foot speed and quickness by taking it to the rim. Chris Bosh, an outstanding first half, particularly in a low post area.
All right, let's take a look at the numbers. The game summary presented by McDonald's. Lakers shooting 53%. Now Miami with 12 more shot attempts than LA, but the Lakers 14 of 15 at the line. 5 of 11 from downtown for Miami. Let's check in with Craig.
Well, Bill Jackson not at all happy with the defensive effort from the Lakers in the first half. He said too much penetration. That meant the big guys had to come over and help. And when they did, easy scores in the middle. They did a terrible job on Mike Miller, also a terrible job on Chris Bosh. But the most glaring deficiency was the lack of rebounding by Andrew Bynum. Bynum just 1 rebound in 16 minutes. Meanwhile, Miami with 12 offensive boards. He said that has to change.
All right, Craig, and Bynum recently has been very strong off the glass. He had 16 rebounds the other night in Atlanta. The 2 previous games, 17 rebounds in each.
You mentioned 12 field goal differential in favor of, that's field goal attempts, in favor of Miami, and that comes off of those offensive rebounds. 12-5, Miami advantage on the offensive board, so you keep getting those second shot opportunities. Bynum must establish himself as a force on the glass.
A first half that featured 10 ties, 10 lead changes, no lead bigger than 5. First half with a playoff feel to it. Second meeting of the season between these two clubs in LA. Miami with a 16-point victory over the Lakers, as LeBron James came up with a triple-double. And you can see some of the differences for Miami here this evening. They've done it with bench points on the offensive glass, second chance points. Points in the paint. Bryant called for the foul, and for Kobe, that's his second.
And it was a good call. Kobe late getting his leg in front of him. It was clearly a block on his part. All of a sudden, Wade puts it down there. You see Kobe moving the left leg into him. The official's going to call that one every time.
Eric Spoelstra back to his starting 5. Bosh kicks it back out. James for 3. Rebounded by Bynum.
Well, Bynum looked big that time going up. There was no one else around him. It was clearly his rebound.
So LeBron is 3 of 8, along with Wade at 3 of 11. But other guys contributing to this point. Artest, nice move. Bynum battling along with Bosh and Dampier, and the foul on Bynum.
Sometimes you get a little bit too aggressive. Bynum picks up his second foul coming over the back. You see him being blocked out by Dampier, and he tries to get that long arm up there. Instead, too much body on top of Dampier. That's where the foul's called.
Second foul on Bynum. Miami trying to stop the losing streak at 5. They've lost 6 of their last 7. Lakers have won 8 in a row. Bryant with the steal.
Well, this game right now is way more physical to start the second half than in the beginning. This thing is heating up right now.
Chalmers rebounds the Bryant miss. Artest defending on James. Chalmers. I mentioned the 8-game win streak. 5 of those 8 wins against teams headed to the playoffs. And 8 straight, their longest win streak since the start of the year. They opened up at 8-0. Here is Fisher. Yes.
Perfect execution in the triangle offense. They got ball movement. They brought it back to the top. They said double screen down on their shooter coming off, and Fisher makes a shot.
And the Lakers have been a very good road team. 24 road wins. That's the most in the NBA. Miami has lost its last 4 here at home. Shot clock down to 3 as Fisher stripped.
Fisher came from behind. Bosh lost sight of where he was. He figured he had gone through already and took it away.
Artest is stopped. Artest recovers. Artest lost the dribble.
Artest wouldn't give up on that one.
And it's last touch by Miami. A little adventure for Ron Artest, but it will be Laker ball.
Sometimes, you know, you get yourself in trouble and you're figuring, how am I going to get out of here? Okay, comes to the middle. All of a sudden it's stripped. Then he gets a piece out of it again. Then he tries to spin away. He loses the handle again.
Back to the live action. Bryant is off. Rebound Bosh. Best stopping the path of James. Artest doing a good job on LeBron James. Here's LeBron with the driving one-hander. Comes back to James. Went to the left hand. Bynum with the rebound.
2 at the rim. Remember, LeBron missed another one in the first half right at the rim with his left hand.
Shot clock down to 6. And Wade able to deflect it away from Bryant.
Very aggressive. Doesn't want Kobe to get into his routine of foot faking and ball faking. So Dwyane Wade pokes the arm in. Very similar to what Artest likes to do when he's defending big scorers.
Shot clock at 5. It's close to a 5 count. Bryant can't find the shot. Has to force. That off a pretty good shot when you consider that he was, oh, look out. He was, and it's called on Fisher. It is a blocking foul.
Going back to Kobe's shot, you're right. What a difficult shot to get off and have the strength to get it to the rim and actually give it a chance to go in. He tries to get Wade in the air. Wade stays down. He creates a little space by bumping into him, but then has to launch it over the top. Very difficult shot to get off.
Game is tied at 55. Wade is fouled. Took a shoulder, and that's 3 on Bryant.
He's got to be careful now. He can't be too demonstrative out there. The officials going to hit him with a technical. Here you see him from behind that time. He winds up knocking the right leg of Chalmers out. That's where the foul is called.
Kobe Bryant does have 12 technical fouls. Number 16 means a suspension. He's had a couple of rescinded. Bosh. And here pops it back out. Here's Chalmers for 3. The tip missed by Bosh, and then he lost control, but apparently carried out of bounds.
Yeah, because I think it hit underneath the stanchion as it was deflected out of bounds, so they'll give it over, and the Lakers will bring it down.
Miami, 7 possessions here at the start of the third. They're 0 for 5 from the field, and they turned it over twice.
I thought it was a deflection. Obviously, it was Bosh's motion shooting it that hit the stanchion.
There's Fisher with a scoop. Out comes Miami. Bryant also had 24. Thanks to our producer, Rodney Vaughn, our director, Lonnie Dale, our statistician, Brian Taylor. Terrific game here in Miami as the Heat make it a 2-game season series sweep over the Lakers, winning in L.A. and winning here at home to stop the losing streak at 5. Again, the final score: Miami 94, LA Lakers 88. Marv Albert with the czar, Mike Fratello, and Craig Sager saying so long from Miami. Coming up, Knicks and Mavericks after a quick break. Kim at home.